Once again, welcome to TTG Sports. Appreciate y'all joining me. Please like, share, subscribe to the page below and everything. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give you a recap on the Horn Lake Lafayette girls game last night. Got back a little late. I ain't feel like doing it and things like that. But overall, it was an okay game. It was a good game. Horn Lake got off to a slow start, which I've seen that in their first couple of games that I watched them. They get off to slow starts, especially in the first quarter and everything. Though the things that I saw last night, first of all, we got to do better with the referees too when it comes to even just reffing our kids, because like the game's getting so hard to understand with these refs on how they doing things. I just don't know what to believe or what is a walk, what is a travel, what is a foul, and things like that. But the score was 40-36 last night. Lafayette beat Horn Lake. Horn Lake was led by India Bourne. I got her with 19 points, 5 rebounds, assists, and 7 steals. But she also had 6 turnovers. But I was asking myself while I was watching this game last night, like, she looked tired. She come to find out India was playing with a cold or flu, like, which when I found that out, it just really just made me feel like the kid, you know what I'm saying, is ready, you know what I'm saying, for the next level, because it takes a lot to go out there when you're sick and play ball. But, you know, still have things to work on, because if you're on the court, you still got to be productive. She was very productive, but she still has a few things to work on. But overall, when it comes to India Bourne, she's taking care of her business, and you know what I'm saying, and passing out receipts on letting you know that you can't mess with her. Williams played a great game last night. JUCO coaches, if y'all are listening or if y'all are watching, you know what I'm saying, and you need a kid, I don't know like how y'all can use her at the JUCO level, but I know she can play at someone's JUCO. Like she could either start or she can either come off the bench, but definitely if you give her a role to just be what she does, do what she does for Horn Lake, you are getting a ball player. The kid just played with so much energy and so much fight and so much dog that I was very impressed with what I seen out of her last night. I've been very impressed with her the last 2 outings that I've seen her. And she ended up the game with 7 points, 12 rebounds, 4 steals, and she didn't have but 2 turnovers. But she came to play last night, you know what I'm saying, as far as for her role for that team. And I just want to keep encouraging Weaves. If I would encourage you to work on anything else in your game, develop that mid-range from the free throw line and things like that, and you would probably be a great solid ball player for someone's college at the next level. I think at the JUCO level you can play right now, you know what I'm saying, but with work with your energy and motor, it's hard to find kids that play as tough as you know what I'm saying, night in and night out. So just keep doing what you're doing, and everything will fall into place. Just keep working hard. Also, Riley, she had 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 turnovers. She was very aggressive last night. Proud of what I've seen out of her as far as being aggressive. Still has a lot of things to work on, and I think she's willing to take on the challenge to accept to get better with that. But overall was very impressed. She was very more aggressive than she normally be at times, and it just showed the growth of her finding her role on this team, and for them not to be playing without Kelly last night. Kids that needed to step up last night stepped up. Even the players that came off the bench, Purnell, I think, number one, she came off and gave some good energy off the bench. and things like that. But the thing with Horn Lake last night with Kelly being out, then before people get in the books, and that's really never a good recipe for winning unless they all just going off. But overall, you see the team that Horn Lake is. You can also tell by the end of the year that things may shift and turn a different way. You know what I'm saying? Especially having the job that Coach Partee is doing out there. He's doing a good job with those kids. He's keeping them sound and things like that. Has a very old school style of fashion of how he plays, of how he coaches, in which, you know, it stood out to me last night when he was coaching. A lot of things stood out because they were down. They were down. When they went in at halftime, I don't know what he said to them at halftime, but at the score at halftime was like 25-14. But when at the end of the third quarter, the score was 29-32. So Horn Lake had cut the lead down to 3 going into the fourth, and things like that. It's just that fatigue and everything set in, and Lafayette was just the better team that night. Now we're going to get to Lafayette, and shout out to Coach Lindsay and his girls on the win last night against a ranked team. What more can you say? And what more can you say? But they were led by Jones. She had 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 4 turnovers. It's just a kid that will light up the stat sheet and has so much energy. Love what I saw out of her, especially in the first half of the game. But as the game started going on, as they started figuring her out, things became more difficult. But you also see that she has the potential to be great at the next level. You know what I'm saying? At least at the JUCO level right now at the moment. You know, we can't, and we're seniors right now, and we're seniors right now, and we haven't got these so-called D1 offers that we're looking for. We don't need to let our JUCOs in our state just wait. You know what I'm saying? To see what y'all going to do, because right now we're in the midst of the season. All the colleges that you want to look at you are playing right now too. You know, so it's just going to be hard for a 23 to get a D1 scholarship right now. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just going to be hard. But that kid there has definitely a game that will be seen at the next level. I just like what I seen out of the kid. The kid has an excellent motor, like excellent motor. Smith, she had 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers. Smith hit some big shots in the first half for Lafayette and things like that. I didn't get 21's name, but 21 came off the bench and gave Lafayette 7 points. Smith, Willard gave 4, Ellis gave 2, Jackson gave 5. But overall, what I want to say about Lafayette is that the first half, that was a team that ran their offense pretty well. They wasn't the offense that they wanted to run. They was able to run it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I give credit to Lafayette. Is in the first half, y'all look like a complete basketball team. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened in the third quarter, but in the fourth, y'all were able to get it together and regroup and get better, you know what I'm saying, when it came to finishing the game. But overall, this game was it was low scoring. It was low scoring, and hold on, what's this? I'm gonna hit y'all back. Hold on. Oh my God. But yeah, with this game last night, it just shows how like basketball is just so up and down right now. Like basketball is just so up and down, especially in this state. Let me give you a rundown on how things went. Last week, Lafayette loses to Hernando. Horn Lake loses to Lafayette. DC beats Hernando. Horn Lake beats DC. Do you get where I'm going with this? Is that there's no clear-cut favor in this state, so we shouldn't be hanging our hats over to no one. You know what I'm saying? Center Hill beats Horn Lake. South Panola beats Center Hill, but DC beats South Panola. There is no clear-cut favorites, especially in 6A basketball right now, for anyone to be hanging their hats on. So I would encourage all the schools, especially in this area, just keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? There's not a clear-cut favorite, but it's one team that I do like that I've seen out of all the teams that I've seen right now. It'll be not because they have just the spectacular players, and I just get to it again one day. I like what I seen when I watched Oxford play Hernando, so I just get back to that one day. But overall in this game, like I say, Horn Lake was led by Indian Bournes, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 7 steals. And Lafayette was led by Jones, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, a block, and 4 turnovers. But what I wanna get to is this: like, one thing that I want y'all to know is that I get a lot of feedback, negative and positive. But my sole truly intention is to really help these kids. And I think if our kids are so caught up in taking in good intake, they should be good enough to take the good with the bad. And I know it may seem like that I come off the wrong way at times or whatever, but to any kid, if I have sent you through any state of type of depression or mentally gotten to you, I do apologize. But in this world, it's not going to cut you any slack just because your feelings are hurt. The world will keep moving and evolving without you. So I just want the kids to know I'm not doing this to make you feel bad. I just feel like y'all have been told all the right that you're doing. I think we should be able to mix in what we do wrong so we can fix it to make everything that we do is great. But I get so much feedback from parents. Hell, I even got kids inboxing me, and coaches, and just because I'm not saying what they're saying, I'm just such this villain. But what I want y'all to understand is that when I'm making these things, that's from what I saw. It's not nothing that I'm making up. So if you want to get mad at anyone, please get mad at yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not out there playing. I'm not out there playing. You are out there playing. Coaches, I'm not out there coaching. You are out there coaching. But my thing is, why are y'all worried about what I'm saying? If I don't hold a voice or I'm not relevant to what's going on, why do y'all pay attention to me if my voice don't mean nothing? But y'all see what I'm saying is true. Y'all understand, and I truly think that y'all know that this man does know college coaches. I do know college programs. I do know people around this country. So I'm going to do what it takes to help our state. But what I'm not going to do is have you come at me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a villain, or try to make up anything, or try to make it seem like I hate this school, because I don't hate DC. And that's one thing that I want to get to. I don't hate DC. I don't hate DC. Yes, I am a fan of Olive Branch. They are rivals. So naturally it's going to rub out to you like I'm a villain, or I ain't riding with y'all, or I don't care about what's going on when it comes to y'all, or all I want to do is bash y'all. That's not the case. That's not the case. That's not the case. And to that parent who kid just signed today, please leave me alone. Because like I told you once before, woman, I do not know you. You are coming for me because I'm not saying what you want to hear. And if you think what I'm saying is so wrong, why are you replying? Because if you say something about me that don't matter, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to reply to you. I'm going to let you look like the way you've been looking. I'm gonna let you look like the way you've been looking. And you looking like you seeking for attention. But this is my last time giving you your 15 seconds of fame. Because at the end of the day, woman, you don't know me. You never spoken to me. And you always got my name in your doggone mouth. And that sounds like, you sound like real delusional. Because I don't want to get into oh, this is what I heard about you, Fist. Because all you doing is putting words in trying to put words in my mouth and make me look like a villain. I can tell you what I've heard about you. And you don't want to do that. Because it don't seem like to me that you really truly taking up for your child. Every time I say that AAU coach dude name, you get riled up. It gotta be something more to that, but I ain't gonna get into that. But please leave me alone, because I'm not doing this to cater to no feelings. Because at the end of the day, when these college coaches get your kid on campus, don't think that kissing ass that they was doing to get your kid, it ain't going on campus. If it is going on campus, they ain't no winners. They just part of a program filling in a slot. But don't come for me no more. This is your last warning. Please do not come for me no more, or I will truly expose what I've heard about you. You know what I'm saying? And then she also said that years ago, when their kids were 8th and 9th grade, I was asking them to play for me. The only person, when I was thinking about starting up another AAU team, that I talked to on that DC team was Maya. Her dad's name, Mr. Al. That's the only person, because at the end of the day, I saw something in that kid when she was in 8th grade that truly hasn't even been brought out of her yet. But I didn't do it because I wasn't out here trying to compete with no cost. I don't believe in charging kids or getting over on kids, because I wasn't trying to sell them a dream. I was just trying to give them a sense of direction on what to do. So yeah, if you want to say that, yeah, I did talk to Mr. Al years ago. But girl, I ain't never talked to you. So why are you so upset with me? The real reason you don't like me? Because y'all ain't never beat Olive Branch. That's the real reason. Olive Branch doing everything that y'all want to do, or done did everything that y'all want to do, and you taking it out on me. This is the last time that you use me as an excuse for your bad parenting. Use me as an excuse for your lack of effort of helping your child, help them get to where I'm going. I'm not y'all excuse bucket or the person you're going to point the finger at when your child is doing wrong and somebody else critiques it. But if I was kissing y'all tail, y'all won't have nothing. Y'all won't have a problem with nothing I was saying. I am not the reason and not the bearer of bad news for your kid's shortcoming, or if I say something, or if your kid turns the ball over 10 times, why are you mad at me? If your kid looks tired, why are you mad at me? Because if it's a college coach in there, they're paying attention and pointing out the same thing that I'm pointing out, and I'm just trying to help the kids get ahead of the game before it starts. Don't think that I'm wrong. And that's your last time. Please, young lady, whatever I'm not even going to mention your name, because young lady, I pray you get the help that you deserve. Because everything that I hear about you has delusion written on it. Like, you do not know me. I don't know you, but I know what I heard about you. And it ain't good. Enjoy your kid signing today. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your moment and stay off my page. And I wish y'all nothing but the best, you and your child. But I am not going to be the excuse that you upset with your doggone parenting. I am not. But like I said, appreciate y'all for joining me. And like I said, please like, share, subscribe to my page down here. And like I said, if you ain't trained to go, you can't be on this show. And I ain't got time to be dealing with no parents who ain't got a clue about what they talking about. Y'all might as well just leave me alone. Like I said, I ain't want to keep y'all long. This is just a little something. I just wanted to give you a recap on the game and just touch on that issue. But if it ever comes across again, it's going to get real ugly.